Francisco Yami Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, the press statement of the officer in charge, Philippine National Police, Police Deputy Director General Francisco Yami Jr.
Good morning to everyone. Regarding the incident that transpired at the Albuera Leyte last November 5, 2016, I have here a prepared statement. As a matter of standard procedure, the PNP has started investigating the incident to establish the facts and circumstances surrounding the involvement of the personnel of the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group led by Police Chief Inspector Leo Laraga, who figured in an armed engagement with detained Albuera Leyte Mayor Rolando Espinosa and another inmate, Raul Yap, who succumbed to gunshot wounds inside the Leyte Sub-Provincial Jail located at Barangay Hispungo, Baybay City, Leyte at 4 a.m. on Saturday, and assorted drug paraphernalia in the cell of Raul Yap. The SOCO team were able to recover 1-piece caliber Super 38 pistol in the cell of Mayor Espinosa and another caliber 45 Colt Commander in the cell of Mr. Yap. The search was ordered by Honorable Tarcelo Sabare, presiding judge of the Regional Trial Court, Branch 30 of Pasay, Samar, who issued separate search warrants for alleged violation of Republic Act 10591 or the firearms law against Rolando Espinosa and alleged violation of Republic Act 9165 or the anti-drug law against Raul Yap. Police Regional Office 8, Police Chief Superintendent Elmer Beltehar has constituted a panel that will look into the incident, while Regional Internal Affairs Service 8 will conduct its own investigation. The PNP assures the public that necessary sanctions will be charged on any personnel who will be found violating the standard operating procedure during the serving of search warrants. Meanwhile, the PNP continues in encouraging the public to give their all-out support on the government's war against illegal drugs. Thank you.
So the first question will come from Leia Ilagan of UNTV to be followed by Ian Cruz of GMA7. Leia.
Good morning, sir. Sir, sa police operational procedure, tama po ba na magkakain ka pa ng search warrant doon sa kulungan kahit na ito ay nakakulong na or government property?
Unang-una, sa service of search warrant, normally that can be served against a private property. Ang purpose ng search warrant is to search the place and the things to be seized in order to seize the things na identified doon sa search warrant. But then, wala po sa batas that the search warrant may not be implemented in a government facility. Nangyari na po yan. Like, there was a time that then Director CIDG secured a search warrant to search his sub-office in the province. Kasi because of report na there were some police personnel involved in illegal activities, may mga illegal items in their possession, so na-search po yung police office sa probinsya.
Sir, paano po? Sir, hindi po ba pwedeng parang kausapin na lang yung head noong provincial jail at bakit kailangan din na alas 4 ng madaling araw i-implement?
Normally, sa aming police operational procedure, a coordination has to be conducted to the territorial units sa paligid, may impormahan sila na there will be an operation that will be conducted. So may mga coordination na gagawin before they will effect the arrest. So kasama po yan yung chief of police ng area at saka dito sa facility mismo. At that time, siguro wala yung head of the provincial jail. Ang mga nandun ay mga duty. So sa kanila, sila nag-coordinate yung raiding team.
Tia Cruz.
Morning.
Sir, yung mga taga-CIDG, sir, hindi daw mag-coordinate sa dito.
Base sa statement po ni RD, Chief Superintendent Beltehar, inamin po niya sa interview na hindi daw nag-coordinate yung team, yung CIDG team. But that's why we are trying to investigate this kasi there are also reports as claimed by the raiding team na nagbigay sila ng coordination notice sa operation center ng Region 8. That is still being validated. Kaya nga may ginaganap na investigation by RIAS and by Police Regional 8.
Sir, bakit nga po kailangan pang magkaroon ng search warrant? Nasa loob lang po ng jail. Hindi ba pwede sabihin na lang sa head ng jail na pwede silipin yung mga center?
Yan po ay that is already left behind to the operating teams on the ground. Kasi if they believe that there are illegal activities that are occurring in a certain place and there are things to be seized, it is already under their discretion to apply for a search warrant. So sa pag-apply naman ng search warrant, there is a procedure to be done by that is being done by the judge. He has to personally examine the complainant and his witnesses. So it has been established already that there were 2 search warrants issued by Judge Torcelo Sabare of RTC Branch 30 in Pasay, Samar. So the way I see it, I believe the judge has personally examined the applicants who are the CIDG operatives and he was convinced. Kaya nag-issue ng search warrant against the facility, yung sub-provincial jail sa Pasay, Leyte.
General, at this point, pinag-ina ba kayo illegal or something wrong sa ginawa niya mga police?
I do not like to speculate, but we are still waiting for the result of the investigation being conducted by RIAS and by Police Regional Office 8.
Ibisiganin po ba yung mga kadating na CIDG? Kasi kasama pa pala sila doon sa list na binigay itong si Mayor Espinosa na kasama doon sa drug list sa sinasabi.
Yes, kung sino man yung involved doon sa operation, they will be subjected to investigation by the 2 offices, Police Regional Office 8 and RIAS.
Next question from
CCTV, sir, nakita naman yung CCTV ng jail?
Wala pa kaming information kung nakita na yung CCTV. But that will be covered also.
next question from Jeff Caparas to be followed by Henry Atuelan of DZMM. Jeff.
At this point, sir, pwede ba natin sabihin kung kailangan yung malaking kawalan si Mayor Espinosa? Information na meron siya. At bakit mo natin hinayaan na umabot sa ako na mapatay siya? Hindi na siya, perhaps, parang hindi naman umabot sa patay na siya. Parang,
Well, ang facts lang dito ay allegedly Mayor Espinosa gave his statement and used in an investigation. So normally pag nawala ang isang witness, maaring may effect sa kaso. Maaring may effect.
Pero yung bali nung pinangahawakan niya mga information, sir. Bakit po natin sinayaan, sir, kaya dito si Albuera yung mga kalaban niya. Bakit po hindi natin sa isip nag-separate ng tulungan, perhaps dito po sa
Well, when the case was already filed, remember, a raid was conducted in the residence of Mayor Espinosa. At may mga na-recover na firearms, shabu, and he was charged. So, based on a court order, kaya siya na-detain sa sub-provincial jail ng Baybay Leyte. Wala na sa control ng PNP kung saan dapat ma-detain si the late Mayor Espinosa.
Next question from Henry Atulan to be followed by Jonathan Andal, DWIZ.
Sir, natingin ba sa Campo Crame yung operasyon ng CIDG ng Espinosa kahapon?
Based on the report of the director CIDG, that operation was text to him. It was text to him na they are going to conduct operation, but as to the details, as to the concept, hindi niya alam yung gagawin. But he was aware that a search warrant will be served against the target.
Yung time din na yun, sir, na natingin ko yung ba ng pag-serve. I mean, yung ano oras na yung serve ko, na natingin mo ba sa Campo Crame, sir?
Madaling araw.
Madaling araw.
Yes, to the director CIDG, but then it was a text message. So as to the details, yun ang wala pang information yung director CIDG. So the operation is confined with the group of Superintendent Marcos. Kasi may rep naman, the PNP is serving hundreds of search warrants every day. So it will be impractical for all the operatives that every time that they are going to serve a search warrant, itatawag dito sa Campo Crame. A general guideline has already been issued, like the operation double barrel. So it's against illegal drugs, illegal trafficking, illegal drug trafficking. So nandun na po yung guideline. It's up to the field units to conduct their own operation. So dito, it has been established that they
Next, followed by Maan Makapagal, ABS-CBN.
Sir, ano kung ginagawa ng PNP yung sa blue book na hawak ng Albuera Leyte, kung saan nagkaraman yung mga kinatang pangalan ni Mayor Espinosa? Nakating na po ba yun sa Campo Crame?
I myself have not seen the blue book. Saan niyo po narinig na may blue book?
Yung sinasabi po ni Chief ng Albuera, Chief of Police Espinosa, na nandun daw po yung mga pangalan ikinanta ni Mayor Espinosa na sangkot sa Albuera Leyte. Nakarating na po ba yun sa Campo Crame?
Well, personally, I have not seen it.
So nandun pa lang po yun sa Albuera, nasa Albuera lang po yun, sir. Hindi ba nakakaabot sa liderato ng PNP?
Well, sa akin personally, I have not seen it.
Sir, ilang pulis yung sangkot doon sa inimbestigahan natin ngayon, sir?
Dito sa incident, of course, yung operatives ng CIDG, there were 13 personnel of CIDG and 8 from the Regional Maritime Unit. So, dalawa po yung grupo na nag-operate doon.
May panghihinayang ba sa panig ng PNP sa pagkamatay ni Mayor Espinosa? May mga pipigay pa ba tayong informasyon sa kanya na hindi natin nakikasama?
Well, as I've said, as far as the statement of Mayor Espinosa, hanggang doon lang mag-base yung PNP kung gagamitin man sa prosecution or sa filing of cases. Pero beyond that, wala na. Kung meron pa siyang sasabihin, dapat sinabi na niya.
Question from Maan Makapagal to be followed by Bob Woodruff of ABC News USA.
Sir, Sa initial daw na laboratory results ay posibleng nakahiga o tulog itong si
As I've said, we are still waiting for the result of the investigation. It's still ongoing, including yung SOCO report na yan. We are still awaiting for the that report before we can give an answer kung ano ba talaga ang position ng mga namatay during the encounter, alleged encounter.
Sir, Sir, kasi ang tanong ng public ngayon, parang hindi logical na sa tulad ng isang high profile na yung kaso niya, nakakapagpapasok pa ng barrel at drugs at makipag-transact pa sa loob pa man din ng kulungan. So, parang unlikely, sir, na mangyari yun. Sa sitwasyon niya, at syempre, bantay sarado yan. Kasi alam naman natin na medyo may threat sa life niya na hindi natin alam kung saan manggagaling. So, how come nangyari pa yung ganun, sir?
Perhaps that will be cleared kung mayroon na tayong result ng investigation. Kasi, based on the SOCO report na dumating ngayon, allegedly may na-recover na 2 baril, 1 caliber 38 super, at saka 1 caliber 45, and illegal drugs, which were the subject of the search warrant. So, as to how these items went into the facility, yun po ang alamin sa investigation.
Sir, kasi kung tignan natin, medyo nagbago yung demeanor ni Espinosa, ngayon Espinosa, nagpupuli, nung ma-implicit na dito. So, ibig sabihin, ganun ba siya kasama para magpasok ng barel at drugs doon sa kanyang selda?
Well, as I've said, there were reports received by the raiding team that there were illegal items in the facility and that made them to file an application for search warrant. Naniwala naman yung judge doon eh. That's why na-issue yung search warrant.
Question from Bob Woodruff, ABC News.
Here in the Philippines, there were 2 killings of politicians within a week by the police. Is that because of the campaign? Would this have happened at all prior to this new campaign for the president?
Well, these are separate incidents, and our police officers respond to whatever development that will occur during the time of operation. So, normally, when you serve a search warrant, you have to inform the person, the subject of the warrant, of the purpose of the search. But then, during the time of the search, if the subject of the search, the person, becomes violent, there was resistance, and especially if the life of the officers are threatened, then normally they can defend themselves.
But the resistance was what? What happened that led to the confrontation and then the killing?
Yes, it happens that in this incident last Saturday, allegedly there were, based on the reports gathered, there was a resistance on the part of the victims.
What was the resistance? What did they do? Did they fight back? Did they open fire? Did they pick up their weapons?
As I've said, it's still too early to tell because the incident is being investigated.
But he did pick up his pistol, there were drugs, and there were weapons in the actual cell?
Well, I cannot give you the details yet. We are still waiting for the details of the investigation.
Last 2 questions will come from Alfred Dalizon, to be followed by Maan Macapagal, ABS-CBN. Alfred?
Sir, you are the officer in charge of the Philippine National Police since last week.
Yes.
And did you receive an instruction from the President regarding shortly after the incident, Espinosa case?
Honestly, wala. But then, our chief PNP was interviewed by a I think from Jamie 7, nung nasa abroad siya. And he gave instruction that there will be no whitewash in the investigation.
Maan Makapagal, last would come from Annalise Soberano.
Sir, si Colonel Espinosa ay, well, hinahanggang natin makauwi na siya, di ba po? So, ano po yung plan pagka-uwi niya and nangyari ito sa tatay niya? So, baka may possibility na mangyari din sa kanya.
We do not know kung how Kerwin Espinosa will react on this incident, yung nangyari sa tatay. But then, kami sa PNP, gusto rin namin siya na bumalik para magbigay din siya ng statement to shed light on his illegal activities, illegal drug activities. Kasi this is a no-nonsense operation being conducted by the administration that this is a campaign against drug lords and their protectors. So ang nakakaalam lang talaga kung sino mga protectors nila are the drug lords. So gusto rin namin na umuwi siya para sabihin niya kung sino ba yung mga nagpo-protect sa kanya.
Sir, ano yung mga angulo tinitignan yung dito kay Mayor Espinosa? Possibility ba dyan na, well, parang state-sponsored ano yan? Or meron talagang gusto siyang patahimikin? So, saan ang gagaling yan? Sir, ano ang motive and angle sa tinitignan natin?
Well, as I've said, I do not like to speculate on the motives or the reasons. But it appears that in the service of a warrant, last Saturday, there was allegedly a resistance. So, nangyari yung encounter na yan.
Last two questions from Annalise Soberano, Bombo Ranger.
Sir, General Freshman.
Yes.
Sir, tanong ko lang, kasi minention nyo na CIDG operatives po ang nag-operate kasama po yung 8 maritime personnel. Bakit po maritime sa ginamit natin bilang support doon sa mga CIDG operatives? Considering itong mga maritime police natin nagpapatulad ito sa karagatan natin.
We would like to get an answer from the operating team themselves. Perhaps yung pangangailangan ng supporting teams, immediate na nandun yung available operatives ng maritime group, kaya sila ang kinuha. But we'd like to get an answer on that.
So, blanco din po, hindi nyo po alam kung bakit maritime po yung tinakot ng CIDG.
Yes, as I've said, we are still waiting for the official result of the investigation.
Sir, follow-up. Sakaling darating po si Raul Espinosa from Abu Dhabi, saan po siya i-diretso? Saan po siya i-tulong dito ba sa Pakrame or dadalhin siya sa Albuera?
We will check kasi if there is already a warrant issued against him, then kung saan ibabalik yan sa issuing court.
Last question.
Did he grab his weapon or did he not? You can probably say this, you know this by now, right? Did he actually?
I'm sorry to say that those details are still not in.
You don't want to talk about
Yes, those details are not yet in. The investigation is ongoing.
Okay?
Sir, last one.
Yes, last, madam.
Super last. Sir, Senator Lacson said Espinosa's killing was a clear case of PJK and it was a bad spirit for the team. In reaction to this?
I heard that there will be, I think they will initiate an investigation. So the PNP is ready to cooperate in any investigation that will be conducted, either by Senate or by Congress or whatever body.
Okay? Maraming salamat po. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat.
US Embassy incident result na tayo sa investigation.
Ongoing pa po. Still ongoing.
Okay? Sir,
CCTV hawak nila ba ng PSP?
As I've said, we are still determining about that CCTV.
Sir, kasama sa iimbestigahan yung mga jail guards, paano nakakapasok yung mga kontrabando at nagpunta ka ng
Yes, sama yun.
yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Sir, hawakan ko na sa yung papel, sir.
That was Deputy Director General Francisco Yami Jr., the OIC of the PNP, in the absence of PNP Chief Ronald De La Rosa. He read a statement of the police force on the death of Albuera Leyte Mayor Rolando Espinosa. He says the PNP has started its investigation in the involvement of CIDG personnel who figured in an armed engagement in against Albuera Leyte Mayor Rolando Espinosa and Raul Yap inside a Leyte provincial jail. That engagement resulted in the deaths of Espinosa and Yap. He said that reports to the PNP revealed that during the search of the cells, they recovered shabu, marijuana, and assorted drug paraphernalia, and a cult commander in the cell of Raul Yap, and a Super 38 pistol found in the cell of Mayor Espinosa. He says the Regional Internal Affairs Service and Police Regional Office 8 are conducting the investigations, and any personnel found to have violated procedures will be charged. Yami defended the serving of the search warrant at the cells of the victims, saying nothing in the law prohibits them from implementing a search warrant inside a government facility. He also says there are also reports, as claimed by the raiding team, that they indeed gave a coordination notice to the Operations Center of the Region 8 Police. This is after the director of the Region 8 Police said he was not informed of the operation against Espinosa and Yap. Yami also says the CIDG director was informed of the operation, but no details were given to him. We'll give you more news on Dateline Philippines later on at 12. That's your news now. I'm Ron Cruz. Thanks for watching.
The facts and circumstances surrounding the involvement of the personnel of the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group led by Police Chief Inspector Leo Laraga, who figured in an armed engagement with detained Albuera Leyte Mayor Rolando Espinosa and another inmate, Raul Yap, who succumbed to gunshot wounds inside the Leyte Sub-Provincial Jail located at Barangay Hispungo, Baybay City, Leyte at 4 a.m. on Saturday, and assorted drug paraphernalia in the cell of Raul Yap. The SOCO team were able to...
So the first question will come from Leia Ilagan of UNTV, to be followed by Ian Cruz of GMA7. Leia.
Morning, sir. Sir, sa police operational procedure, tama po ba na magkakain ka pa ng search warrant doon sa kulungan kahit na ito ay nakakulong na or government property?
Unang-una, sa service of search warrant, normally that can be served against a private property. Ang purpose ng search warrant is to search the place and the things to be seized in order to seize the things na identified doon sa search warrant. But then, wala po sa batas drug law against Raul Yap. Police Regional Office 8, Police Chief Superintendent Elmer Beltehar has constituted a panel that will look into the incident, while Regional Internal Affairs Service 8 will conduct its own investigation. The PNP assures the public that necessary sanctions will be charged on any personnel who will be found violating the standard operating procedure during the serving of search warrants. Meanwhile, the PNP continues in encouraging the public to give their all-out support on the government's war against illegal drugs. Thank you.
Francisco Yami Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, the press statement of the officer in charge, Philippine National Police, Police Deputy Director General Francisco Yami Jr.
Good morning to everyone. Regarding the incident that transpired at the Baybay Leyte last November 5, 2016, I have here a prepared statement. As a matter of standard procedure, the PNP has started investigating the incident to establish cover 1-piece caliber Super 38 pistol in the cell of Mayor Espinosa and another caliber 45 Colt Commander in the cell of Mr. Yap. The search was ordered by Honorable Tarcelo Sabare, presiding judge of the Regional Trial Court, Branch 30 of Pasay, Samar, who issued separate search warrants for alleged violation of Republic Act 10591 or the firearms law against Rolando Espinosa and alleged violation of Republic Act 9165 or the anti